What's up, y'all? Spectre here. Welcome back to the channel, this time for a new game called Terra Invicta, still in early access on Steam, and created by a wonderful set of people who are also behind the Long War mod for XCOM, one of the biggest and most well-received mods of the XCOM franchise. As far as I know, the game takes on kind of a similar theme as humanity and Earth versus the aliens, and there are a bunch of different playable factions, each with a different goal. I don't know too much more about it, haven't loaded anything up yet. Doing the first impressions here. As you can see down below, it is still very much an alpha build, but it seems to be pretty good. I've already flipped through my settings, checked graphics, things like that. It looks good. So let's kind of jump into it. I'm going to try and do a tutorial. Not sure what that looks like yet, but we'll get into that. So we have a modern scenario. It's our only option there. Great. Full solar system. Let's just do a full solar system. 8 factions, of which I guess we'll just run 8. So we're starting in the year 2022. There will be 360 space objects with a bunch of different actions, probably. That's what those are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless those are the 8 faction objectives. Resist, become alien, support alien. I don't know what that entirely means. Submit to them, exploit them, escape them, cooperate with them, destroy them, or appease them, probably. For the tutorial, it says resistance only, so I guess we're just going to play as the resistance. Protect humanity by resisting, which makes sense. We'll do normal difficulty, we'll enable the tutorial, and then long campaign is the baseline campaign, so we'll just do that. Oh, that tip that went away really quickly, I caught a glimpse of it. The advised mission. So those are the 8 mission types then. Which makes sense. There's probably different strengths, so like the resistance is probably better at the resist ones and worse at the cooperate or something like that, if I had to guess. Either that or it's you can only get access to certain types of missions as a certain faction. Off-Earth mines, the whole solar system is something that we saw in those settings a minute ago. I'm interested to see what that means we do with the solar system. It's supposed to be a real-time strategy, so something more like Stellaris, Sins of Solar Empire, something like that. But I'm getting kind of a Stellaris, Galactic Civilizations, Civ almost feel from these tooltips. Faction that contributes the most to a public research effort chooses the next public research effort for the world to pursue, also receives bonuses and unlocking projects based on that research. So somewhat cooperative still, so diplomacy between the factions is going to be a big piece, probably. Because if we all have to contribute into research, obviously you would want to be the most contributive, but your counselors may betray you if enticed by the other factions. You can investigate missions on them.
We remember the day the stars answered.
Little intro cutscene.
The day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility, and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty.
Okay.
In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see.
So it's not a full invasion?
Heroes depends on them. To save us from evil, lead us through darkness. Problem is, real heroes are always ignored. What no one understands is that being shot at is easy. The hard part is convincing someone they're drowning before it's too damn late.
So does each faction get their own intro video? That's very well thought through. That's fun. Okay, welcome to the tutorial. Beginning of a standard playthrough of the game at the difficulty selected, which was normal. Tutorial has 2 primary components which function independently. Firstly, a set of objectives to guide you through. Some of the objectives may take years to accomplish. Specific steps to take to accomplish these objectives appear on the top of the screen. Is that either these things or this, maybe? Secondly, a description of various elements in the game's interface when you first open them. This will help you understand the various tools you have. In addition, many of the mechanics are described in detail in the codex. Open by clicking the question mark on many of the panels. I see one here already on the top right. Okay. Campaign starts just before the first mission phase. To start playing, either run the clock using the controls up here, under play slower, faster maybe, or hit continue on all the notifications. Okay. So UFO has crashed. An alien vessel has crashed down in the Arequipa region in Peru. While the wreckage is unrecoverable, we suspect an alien escaped into the countryside. Okay.
Greetings, Commander.
Whoa.
I am pleased to report the Council has appointed you leader of our organization. I am Fiona Ayawade, your Chief of Staff. While most of the world is reacting with fascination at the arrival of an alien species on Earth, we represent a small group who believes the aliens' crash landing and disappearance may signify a potential threat. We intend to build an international organization capable of investigating and, if necessary, combating any danger aliens may pose.
Okay, so this faction feels like a prelude to the XCOM style, where I'm trying to create an organization that would function like XCOM. Okay. I'm with it. Recommend we send a counselor to investigate the crash site as soon as possible. Our other counselors may be best used trying to gain influence in nations that can contribute resources. Review your objectives at any time by clicking our faction symbol in the top left corner. So that's this, right? Yep. Codex, and then... oh, jeez. Okay, close that out.
Our council is made up of some of the Earth's best and brightest. They are capable, connected, and standing by for your orders.
Okay. Counselor missions are the primary to expand your research on Earth. Twice a month, the game will enter mission phase, during which all factions will assign their counselors. Missions may target nations, control points, space facilities, and other counselors. Missions will be resolved in a set sequence in the weeks between them. Defense missions will trigger before missions that are offensive, and while some are automatically successful, many are contested. Okay.
If we truly face the threat of invasion, we need to start organizing now. We are going to need global cooperation on a never-before-seen scale. I recommend we start tasking our counselors with gaining support in strategic positions of power across the globe.
Okay. So control points are political and economic power within nations. Some cases command of an army, sometimes resources or funding priorities. Each nation has between 1 and 6. Additionally, all control points are neutral, but expect all factions to target them early. Neutral control points may be acquired by the gained control, while the purge seizes control from other factions. The rightmost control point in a nation, called the executive, also grants access to the set policy, which allows initiating wars, forming alliances, and similar high-level national actions. Okay, so if we own the farthest right point, we can influence the government directly instead of just requesting things from them. That's what I'm getting out of that.
Reports are still coming in, but it is clear that an alien object has crashed down on the planet.
Our first knowledge,
we should send
some spacecraft braked in the atmosphere and crashed and blew up. Okay. So, welcome to Terra Invicta. As you navigate the UI, tutorial buttons will appear here to the right of your objective. So many things are popping up. Click on them to receive guidance on the currently open interface. Select the intro tutorial icon for a tour of the user interface. Intro.
This is your main command interface. From here, we can monitor developments across the globe and beyond. Send our counselors on missions.
Pause menu is accessed here.
Research and development, and much more. Take some time to familiarize yourself with it.
Okay, so pause menu's top left. Then we've got money, influence, and ops. So it's all these meters up here. Boost and mission controller for developing space. Research along with engineering is for new technology and modules. Money is used to build components on Earth. Acquire counselor organizations. Conduct certain missions and support space assets gained from national funding. Spoils priority. Organizations, counselor traits, hab modules, and the sale of resources. Influence, which is our political capacity. Gained from a favorable global public opinion about our faction. Spent on maintaining control points. That's good to know. Ops is our ability to conduct small-scale combat and espionage, primarily gained from orgs, but can also come from some counselor traits and hab modules. Boost is the capacity to move 10 metric tons of material from the surface to orbit. Okay. Primarily generated from nations of the space program. Then there's mission control. Accounts for all the staff and apparatus required to support our operations in space. Insufficient control makes it easier for other factions to seize our assets and makes accidents more likely. Okay. So keep the control in line. Great. Research is not accumulated but immediately distributed according to our priorities, divided between global investigations and private engineering. Okay. And then the number of control points with a capacity. Being over the cap results in an influence penalty. Okay. And it gives a bonus, so if we are over capacity, people trying to purge our control get advantage. Okay. Abandon control points, so we can abandon if we run into trouble. Okay. So Earth view, Solar System view, Faction Council, Earth Nations, the Habitats, Fleets, Research, and Intel. Okay. Change the map mode. Oh, so currently it's colored by nation. Finder panel for all of our counselors, habs, armies, and fleets, so I can filter through all of our stuff. Game time settings, pause and unpause, as well as adjust speed. Then objectives, which is the one we already know about. Okay. Okay. So I didn't see what popped up here. Something about Russia? Can I bring that back at all?
Information about our currently selected counselor appears in the bottom right of the screen. Their available missions can be found in the bottom center of the screen.
Okay, so the missions she can engage on are here. This is her here. Rebecca Stoll, who is American and is a scientist. You can select their portrait to open the counselor details screen. Understanding your counselor's strengths and weaknesses is key. Oh, I didn't mean to click hide. That was the wrong button. Oh, well, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Good lord, there are a lot of things on this screen. Info, please.
This is our counselor's dossier. Here, you can view a counselor's missions, attributes, traits, monthly incomes, and organizations. Different types of counselors will be able to conduct different types of missions.
Okay. So try to maintain a balanced council. So these are the attributes from 0 to 25. So apparent loyalty is red and questionable. She's good with science, good with investigation and administration, bad with command and espionage. Okay. The incomes, so she brings 5.4 research a month, a year. I don't know what the timeline is, but she brings in research. Great. Her traits, she has family ties. Will suffer a massive loss of loyalty if their home region is hit with a nuclear weapon. What? +1 persuasion and security when in the home nation. Chemist, plus 15% to material science research. And Striver, augmentations are cheaper. Okay. So I can augment. Oh, so Striver means augments are cheaper, which that's what that is. Okay. Gain enough XP, you can spend it here to increase the attributes or add or remove traits. Going on missions grants XP, with contested missions with a success chance, granting more. Okay. Organizations can be equipped on a counselor with sufficient admin. She currently has an admin of 4. Orgs grant attribute bonuses, incomes, and new missions to the owner. This area shows any orgs currently equipped. This shows orgs that are currently available, to be purchased for the counselor. Simply right-click or drag an org into the above. Okay. Faction orgs that are held by our faction, but not to a specific counselor. Provide no benefits, but can still be snatched by your enemies. If counselors are killed or dismissed, their orgs go here. Okay, so if she has stuff and something happens to her, I have to reassign the factions she was controlling. Okay. Customize the counselor. Name, appearance, and voice. That's kind of fun. And you can dismiss them if you want to get rid of them. Okay. So we have a scientist and a politician with lots of different mission types available. Okay, so let's augment first. +1 persuasion. Investigation, espionage. So these are just straight up bonus. Gain affluent. Ah. Monthly income. Connected gives political science. So this is okay. So it's all about our council. Got it. National hero. +3 persuasion. Streetwise. Survivor. And government. Okay. So let's just start with... Actually, none of those at the moment. Can I get her... +1. I want to... Let's get her the Phoenix Consultants. Purchase it for $58. Okay. Unpurchased orgs will sometimes be made available to other factions after a certain period. You may also develop orgs via faction projects and transfer orgs between counselors for a cost.
Research stations, space docks, resupply hubs. We are going to need it all. When you think we are ready, take the leap into orbit.
Definitely not ready for that, but that's okay. Space stations or platforms are the foothold and critical to industrializing space and building a fleet. Stations are composed of modules that grant bonuses to research and other resources and allow construction. You should start stockpiling boost and a couple points of mission control. It may take several months. Okay. Okay, so we need to pick missions first. So no, I wanna oh, so many minutes. Okay. Control nation, public campaign, go to ground, investigate alien activity. Right? That's the one? Can't move the... Oh, I can, actually. Hello. Investigate alien activity. Confirm.
We'll recon the site.
And then we'll send Bahira to increase unrest, public campaign, coup d'etat, control nation. Okay. The US gets a lot of military stuff, which is not surprising. Canada, what do you get? Oh, ISS, that's fun. Armies from Europe. Ukraine and Russia are at war. Okay. Israel, Egypt, Ethiopia is where she is. Okay. China, India, North and South Korea. Where do we want to focus our efforts? Let's go... Salvador. Let's start trying to get a little bit of European influence, because I'm betting there's good money to be made here. Core economic region. So, let's control nation. And make a move on... What is that? Space Center. European Space Research and Technology Center. The US has several space centers. Canada has none. We've got, what's this? Resource region. There's a space yard there. Let's do 86%, 61, 75. Let's go for, what's Brazil look like? 17%. Oh boy. Chile, 74%. Spain again, 59. That's not great. Portugal. So Europe is really hard to convince for some reason. Okay. Actually, a good time convincing some control points in Africa. What is this? Resource region. Okay. Angola, Congo, Zambia. Currently we have Ethiopia. Let's grab Algeria, actually.
Putting our people in place.
Okay. So I've given them both objectives. So now we'll hit confirm. Okay. Completed the assigned counselors. You'll be able to assign your counselors to new missions at the beginning of each mission phase, which occurs weekly and will slow down to twice per month as the game goes on. You may want to increase the game speed, so we'll hit continue.
Our researchers are asking for your guidance in directing their efforts.
Wow, there's a lot. Research is public and faction. Factions may contribute up to 3 simultaneous public projects, which represents a global move forward in the understanding of scientific principles. Faction engineering are conducted privately and typically confer a concrete benefit, so it's probably building a thing. Okay. Well, the clock's moving.
On the left-hand side of your interface
News
is the
feed. Oh boy.
It will keep...
Okay. So set a research priority. How do I get... Is that through research? Wait, no. Research was a button here. Research. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this research does what now? Clandestine cells, requirement for politics, economics, relations, psychology, sociology. Skywatch is aerospace surveillance. Mission to space and audience research. Okay, we'll set a priority on mission to space.
Our current counselors are stretched thin.
We want to try and get to 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I can attribute. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm working. So when does this tick over? Okay, well, there are more news articles. Let's see. So, build the council. Completed set research priority. Set research priority. Completed assignment counselors. Found a station. Is that... Oh, found a station. So, so these are all just our objectives. Okay. Completed managing orgs. Assigned counselors. New objective. New objective. New objective. Begun a campaign as resistance. Alien vessel is crashed. Tutorial is active. Okay. Let's just get rid of all of those. How's this going? Can we see how this is moving here? Yeah, let's turn that up a little bit. So we're 8th. Let's let this spin. I like the animation on it. That's very pretty. Okay. The UN Security Council has met. China, Russia, and the US accusing each other of hiding knowledge. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage. Okay, let's quietly... So we can remain in the shadows where nothing happens. We can quietly steer support, so we gain 25 political influence. Grant a small public opinion boost for our faction. And information will be exposed. Or we can deliver our manifesto, granting a public opinion boost, and a large amount of information will be exposed. I think as the resistance, we kind of want to be quiet at first.
Every circumstance is an opportunity.
So we've encountered the initiative.
Our test is to recognize and seize it.
Shadowy cabal revealing little about themselves. In some regions, they're behind rampant rumors, the alien arrivals of fabrication. In others, founded companies selling products that allegedly protect from a fictitious alien disease. So wait, take me there.
It has always been true that we must leave the
Oh.
cradle if our species is to survive. If these aliens are indeed hostile, the time to go is now.
So, no, pause. So, okay. Factions, we've encountered 2. So the initiative, which is just trying to exploit the aliens' arrival for power. Currently has a person, an evangelist out of South Korea. And then there's Project Exodus, which wants to escape the aliens by just leaving our solar system. Celebrity in Brazil, and a scientist from Latvia. There's also the Academy, Protectorate, Humanity First, and the Servants. So presumably the Servants want to serve the aliens. Humanity First wants to reject the aliens entirely, and the Protectorate, I don't know what they want to do. Global public opinion. Oh, yep. Submit to the aliens is the Servants. Appease the aliens is the Protectorate. Cooperate is the Academy. Various exploitable things is the Initiative. Escape for Exodus, resist for us, and destroy is Humanity First. So public opinion currently is mostly siding with the Academy. Okay. Okay. Let's have to watch the environment. Good lord. There's so much going on here. Transfer planner. This is how I move people and things, probably. Factions, the aliens. So all we have right now is the crashed UFO. Good lord. Okay. Let play. Because I want to get to October 8th. Zoom out. Let the world spin. Oh. Growing realization that we are not the sole sapient species is causing many to see humans in a new light, leading to hopes we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the aliens as one. Let's try and do that. Event unlocked Wave of Fear, but triggers all nations gain a cohesion. This is Earth. Oh.
We found something.
Okay, so achievement popped up for investigating the alien crash site. I've learned some useful information about the UFO crash site. Small bonus to xenology research. Okay, take me there.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Despite heavy security, we were able to obtain some surveillance records, as well as a small quantity of debris. We should have a project ready for research shortly. Okay. The new objective is to research the signatures. When it becomes available, complete it. Okay. New project available. There we go. Open research. How do I get to where are projects? Our news is down here for some reason. New objective, completed objective. Completed objective. I don't know why this... It was here. It's now down here. Countered Exodus and countered Initiative. Great. Okay. So, if I remove that, can I... It's not here. Acquire an org for one of your counselors that grants engineering project. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, let's go to our other one, actually.
I will report when my mission is complete.
She's not doing great. That's okay. So, Proxima Group... Wait, which one gives us... Space Program Boost Mission Control. So let's grab the investigations. And then... I want Canopus. Proxima Group does what? I want to get Canopus Spacecraft. That's one that I would like to get soon. Phoenix Consultants gets us public campaign missions and political influence. Recruit. Investigator, hacker, evangelist, judge, kingpin, fixer, spy, inspector. Wow. So there are a lot of different ones. Okay. So investigators, it's private investigation. Hackers. Evangelists, yep. Judge. Kingpin. A fixer, so like assassin, rogue type spy. So let's grab a spy. And then... So he's undercover, +1 to espionage, and can access tier 1 habs and ships. An addict, so I lose money per month. There it is. -1 to espionage, -2 security, -4 security when we're out of money. Survivor, +1 security. Loss averse, -1 loyalty for every crewed hab belonging to the faction that gets destroyed. Government, grants access to orgs not normally available. Cynic, plus investigation, minus loyalty, minus apparent loyalty. And paranoid, oh lord. Plus espionage, plus investigation, plus security, minus persuasion. He's got a lot going on. Okay. So I can't do change project. Aha. Select project. Let's triple prioritize that and just try and push it done. Alrighty, gonna cut the video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.